What's going on, everybody? Hopefully y'all are staying safe and enjoying your weekend so far. But anyway, I'll go ahead with my travels in Asia. I've learned some things and I've definitely fallen in love with a lot of things out there. But one thing that I saw that it was very good, and since I like to drink beer, goes really good with it. And I'm talking about Korean fried chicken. You kind of see places kind of bring it over here like Dakgangjeong, but with me, I gotta do it better. So today I'm gonna show you two sauces that go with it. One a little bit sweet, one a little bit spicy. So let's get going, everybody.
Alright everyone, first thing we're going to get going is that mise en place. To me, mise en place is the most important because it makes everything easier down the line. So here we're going to take our chicken. I used boneless and skinless chicken thigh and then some wings. So here we're going to go and trim everything up, just make it a little bit easier and pretty. Now this part is optional, I just figured I'd try it out because you don't see it traditionally in Korean fried chicken, but you're going to go ahead and put this into a Ziploc bag here. I'm using a gallon one, just throw all your chicken in there. If you're doing more, you can do a bigger bag or do it in a bowl. I took some buttermilk. This is traditionally used in a southern type of fried chicken. It's just like brine and it sits and makes the chicken a little bit more juicy, less time to fry. So here, if you do it this way, you're gonna let this sit for about an hour or two or even overnight. So while that's sitting, we'll go ahead and get everything ready for our sauces. Starting off with our long green boys here, we're going to cut these in half, separate the greens and the whites. Then we're going to go ahead and peel our ginger. Then we're going to take our little handy dandy mini shredder and just pretty much just shred this up. It just makes it easier to do it this way instead of trying to dice it. So here I use two big pieces because I'm making two different sauces with these. In a bowl to the side, we're going to work on to my other favorite thing to eat. It's garlic. So here pretty much is going to peel them and grate these out too. It just makes it easier to have to mince. If you do it this way, you don't have to. If you want to do it the old way, or if you want to use your little mincer tool, go ahead. Feel free to do as you need. Now it's time to move on to our little hot boy. So here, I'm going to cut the ends off, and I'm going to show you a little trick to help you see these, because we're going to keep these whole here, where you're pretty much just going to roll them on your board. It's going to break up all the seeds, and pretty much we can just push them out. As you can see at the end of this, it's going to make it a little bit easier because I want to add a little bit of spice, but not too much. If you keep the seeds in there, it's going to be a little bit more spicy. This is what I mean. You can pretty much just kind of work your way from the bottom to the top of the pepper and get all the seeds out. It just makes it easier. To me, it's just easier to get the seeds out like this way instead of trying to cut them small and then trying to just seed them that way. So here, after we do this, we're going to slice these up into thin slices. you got these cut down, don't forget to actually clean your blender a little bit, so you know later down the line it doesn't burn. So here we're gonna take some dried chili and we're gonna chop those up and get a nice little fine grind to those. Now we're gonna go ahead and take a pot, get it nice and hot, throw your garlic, and then you're gonna throw your ginger in there, some of your ginger in there. I'm making 2 sauces here, so you know, pretty much just kind of portion it out as you go. We're gonna get that nice and cooked. Now we're gonna go ahead and add a little bit of our peppers. Again, I'm making 2 different sauces, so pretty much spread it up evenly. So here you're gonna take your soy sauce and throw it in there. Then some honey. Use as much honey as you want, make it as sweet as you want, but normally Asian food is all about balancing that heat, that salt, and that sweetness. Here I'm using some rice vinegar. It's not as strong, it's a little bit on the sweeter end of vinegar, so I like it. Then we're gonna go ahead and throw some hoisin sauce in there. I use not that much, but it's add a little bit of sweetness to it. Then goes some sesame seed oil, not too much, but you know, because you know sesame seed oil is pretty strong as it is. Then we're gonna go ahead and give that a good mix up, and then we're gonna bring this to a boil and let it set to a simmer. You're gonna let it cook for about 10 to 15 minutes, or it starts to get a nice little thickness to it. Once you got it to the thickness that you like, go and pour that bad boy into a bowl and let it sit cool. Then we're gonna go get started on our other sauce. So pretty much same thing. Heat some oil up, some garlic, some ginger. We got that cooked down a little bit. We're gonna go ahead and take a half a cup of water, a cup of brown packed sugar. I use light brown sugar here. Then we're gonna take a full cup of actual, pretty much this is red chili paste. It's a Korean thing. You can find it in most Korean stores. Then we're gonna go and take some more honey, throw it in there. This is gonna be a little of our spicy one. Then we're gonna take about 2 to 3 tablespoons of soy sauce and throw it in there. Same with the rice vinegar. Then goes about 2 tablespoons of ketchup. Then hear me out. Now it might sound kind of weird, but we're gonna use a strawberry jelly in here. This is optional if you don't want to, but it'll add a little bit of extra sweetness to it and a different flavor. Then we're gonna take some of our long green boys and throw them in there. Then we're gonna let that cook down after we stir it up for about 10 to 15 minutes, or until it starts to get thick. Now that our sauces are out the way and cooling, we're gonna go and start prepping our chicken to get this nice crispy chicken here. So here we're gonna rinse them out and dry them out of the buttermilk. And once we got them nice and patted dry, we're gonna go and get our breading set up for our chicken. For this breading of the chicken here, we're gonna take some all-purpose flour, then I'm using potato starch here. You can use normal cornstarch if you want to, and then some salt. So we're gonna go and take all those ingredients and just mix them up real well. Once we got everything good and mixed up, we're gonna go ahead and start dredging our chicken here. For this chicken, we're gonna go ahead and pretty much just press it on there. You wanna get a nice coating on this for this chicken. Now that our chicken is dressed and ready to go to the party, we're going to fry this twice to get a nice crispy. So here, I took it to about 275 to 280. Heated it up, and we're going to give this a nice fry. This is just to cook the chicken most of the way through so it doesn't burn, and then we're going to go ahead and take it out once we get all the chicken done. Once it cools down a little bit, and we're going to throw it back into a fryer at 375 to get that nice golden outside look. For this first fry, they're going to be in there for about 7 to 8 minutes, maybe 9 depending. It depends on how big your chicken is. Once you got them for that first fry, you're going to go ahead and let them sit and let them cool down, and then we're going to go ahead and throw them back in after all your chicken's done. So this is the second fry. So here, pretty much bring it up to 375, and you're going to let this cook for about 3 to 5 minutes, or until you get that nice golden brown color that you're looking for. Now that our chicken is nice and cooked, you got that nice color, we're going to go ahead and start dressing these bad boys up. You know, here I divided them up. I think I had 3 of the wings and then 2 of the chicken breast. And then we're going to go ahead and pour our sauce into a bowl. We're going to give those a good cover. And then once we got the good cover, we can go ahead and put those into a bowl. And the same goes for everything else. This pretty much wraps up this video, guys. If you guys enjoyed this video, go ahead and smash that like button and leave a comment down below. It really helps my channel out and lets me know what type of content you guys enjoy. Here I'm trying to teach everybody or show everybody stuff I've learned over the years. So I really hope it helps y'all and, let you guys venture out, especially, learning different stuff or trying different things you have never tried before. So hopefully you guys are staying safe out there, and I hope you guys have an awesome day. Peace.